Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello viewers, and welcome to our little Let's Play look at MediEvil, the remaster for the PS4. And this is only the MediEvil demo for MediEvil's remake for PS4. And I'm not sure if the music and the audio is going to be an issue for this playthrough, so this is a way of looking into what's going to be happening, and I think I will have to adjust. Okay, hold on. 2, 8, 10. Okay, 10. 7, 6, 3, 2. Oh, I'm gonna try 7. If everything's set at 7, then maybe things will be a little better in the future. Okay, let's check the brightness. Just brightness until the skull image is just barely visible. Okay, it's like this before, so right where the I am bright is, so. And this is also testing me for when I do have to stream the Let's Play. But the brightness be good enough. Oh yeah, I can still see it, but it's good enough. And hopefully they play the intro again. So what's my history with MediEvil? We're going to go through the introduction, and the demo only carries the first 2 levels of the game. If you count Dan's Crypt as a level, it's more of a tutorial, mostly. So yeah. So we have MediEvil, the original from 1996, and they had to, for this remake and remaster, this remaster is in the same line as with the Crash remaster and the Spyro remastered, and the Crash Team Racing remaster. It seems like this one may be a smash hit, but the marketing-wise is not doing so well. So this demo just dropped yesterday, and there was rumors about talking about this demo coming out yesterday, and that was September 24th. We're in September 25th, and yeah, and when it comes to the end of October, I will be streaming MediEvil when it comes out fully. And could you please just play the introduction already? Because I know it used to do that in the original. Because I couldn't start doing the streaming. And my god, the skeleton looks awesome in this remake. And the music sounds really good. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be stuck here for a couple of minutes for the intro to come kick back in, but I don't think we're getting it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play through the demo and then just play also the introduction as well. And then when we come back here, it'll be the end. So let's play a new game of MediEvil of the first 2 levels of the game. So yeah, there's not a lot of context in what's going on, but we probably end up, the game will explain this when you first boot up what's going on. And my history of it, yeah, I played MediEvil 2 for the PS1 a long time ago. Okay, don't like Zarok's new voice actor. I think in the original Zarok's voice, the person playing Zarok sounded a lot feminine. But that was during the time, so... Our hero is Sir Daniel Fortescue. And it's good to see him raised from the dead once again. Dan's crypt. Rise and shine, Dan. Looks like you got a second chance at this old hero thing. Try not to blow it this time.
It has risen again. Sir Daniel Fortescue. See? The hero of Gallowmere who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspire to turn the arrow fodder into the saviour of the day. But we knows better.
What the hell?
Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Zarok and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
So yeah, we're in Dan's crypt to start us off, and the design for the information gargoyles look awesome, and they're sounded and remaster of MediEvil 1, they got the same voice actor who played the information gargoyles from the very first game for the PS1. The studio who's bringing this to life got the information clips, the voice clips from that original actor. And if you came here the first time when you played through this, you would get a helmet. And this helmet is a reference to the Japanese port of MediEvil, because Japan seemed to got a little nervous around Sedan's head being, just a skull. And yeah, and Japanese were a bit nervous, so the helm was just a bit of censorship. Bit stupid, but I don't really blame them. And press triangle in front of a chest to open. Yeah, this is more of a tutorial. And we get our ranged weapon, the throwing dagger. If you throw a dagger, it just tosses a dagger. They're kind of worthless. If you charge it up with the circle button, you get to chuck 3 daggers. These daggers are not very useful, but they'll be easily replaced after when you get through the first proper level. So let's open the chest here. We get a shield, the copper shield. Okay, the HUD is a little bit bad with the green health bar, and the armor with the orange tint. Well, this is the demo, and they got a month to finish off MediEvil, and I know it has gone golden, so it's confirmed to be at the end of October. And we get a small sword, and there's a nice, awesome statue of Sedan. And from MediEvil 2, we get to switch our weapons for the triangle button. That's kind of awesome. Using a mechanic from MediEvil 2 that I played for a long, long time ago. And then, funny story, when a certain piece of DLC for a game I liked was coming out and streaming was a thing, I thought I could try streaming on YouTube, but that meant I had to get rid of MediEvil 2, so that's why it was tossed out. And hopefully, if this company does well if MediEvil remaster works out for PS4, works out and sold well, they could remaster MediEvil 2. And that'll be awesome. Okay, and there's these books here, so let's read.
During your travels through Gallowmere, you will collect many items. To see your items or to use one, review your inventory. In it, you will also find your Book of Gallowmere, which will keep a record of the denizens you've encountered and bestow you with keen insights that only a disembodied voice could provide.
Oh, ha ha ha. Very funny. So yeah, we still got the inventory from MediEvil 1 and 2. And there was a try for a remake for the PSP that I own. And it wasn't as faithful because they had to change a few bits for the regeneration. It was just a bit of a remaster, but it wasn't as good because they cut a level and replaced it with a new level. And we're getting the old level, not the new level in this. And oh god, I'm not ready for when that day comes, when I have to go through that level.
Some weapons contain powers and abilities beyond the ordinary. Be sure to test every weapon to discover their secondary abilities. Some weapon abilities are immediate, and some may need a bit of time to charge before they realize their full potential.
Press and hold the circle button, charge weapon, then release to... So yeah, for our short sword, if we hold circle, we get a nice whirlwind attack. Okay, I can clearly see a wall that can be broken down. And we can't do anything about that until when we get another weapon. We can't go through this wall until when we get a certain weapon. I think in the 3rd level, if you count this one as a level. And I know there was another book here.
You must be out of shape after 100 years lying on your back. Use the crypt to get to grips with your new lease on life.
Read the books in Dan's crypt to learn the basics.
Any treasure that you find will be added to your coin total. Coins are used to buy items from the greedy merchant gargoyles.
Okay, and there's some money. Collect money. You give it to the merchant gargoyles. And we'll see one in the first proper level. So here is another book.
When you're ready to leave this crypt, you'll find an exit at the end of the hall. To unlock the gates, you must find a runestone and place it in the ornate hand set next to the doorway.
And that's why you need the star rune. There's going to be certain gates that are locked, but you would need a certain rune to open that gate. So yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of that when the full game comes out.
You will find life bottles throughout Gallowmere. They contain the same magic that rose you from your slumber and will raise you from the dead once again. When your life is low, using this bottle will help you feel a little better. And remember to fill it when you can.
And you're gonna need all these health bottles by the end of the game. So we found a life bottle. Okay, the life bottle makes sense for this one. At least you can tell a little bit. Alright, so let's go. And the camera's a lot better in this version.
Track down Xerok by retracing his diabolical odyssey through Gallowmere. You can spot the exits from an area by looking out for his stinking trail of magic slime.
So yeah, at the end of the level, you know when you reach the end of the level when you see green smoke. Not green slime, but still. Let's get out of here. And that was Stan's Crypt. It's a simple level to get through, but you would need an item to finish off Dan's Crypt in the full game. And we're done with Dan's Crypt, and we're moving on to our first proper level, the Graveyard. And don't mind the cups. The cups are going to be much important when the game brings it up. So yeah, and I do dig the new map for the seeing for the levels. So yeah. Okay, that's pretty awesome that you just leave the graveyard and go all around and then enter the graveyard. So let's go through the graveyard, the first proper level of the game. The graveyard. Take your first steps as a hero and slice some helpless zombies. They might seem cranky, but they just woke up from a nice long nap. Yeah, this series is more funnily known as being goddamn funny when it wants to. Okay, yeah, the trees look awesome. This remake. So yeah, to attack is square, X to jump, circle to charge. And I think in the triangle, it didn't always switch. It was for an ability you would get later in your third level. New book added to the gallery, Book of Gallomere, and we'll be taking a look at that as soon as we're done with this level.
Welcome back to your beloved Gallomere. The stinking dead have risen up to dance with the lifeless living, and they want to do it over your dead body.
Ew. Okay, that's a bit disgusting and humorous. Okay, the short sword will cut these zombies like wheat when fully charged with the circle button. Alright, what does this book say?
That small light following you around is a wisp. The heroes of the Hall are not supposed to intervene in mortal affairs, but when they heard that Sir Daniel Fortescue had a shot at redemption, well, they decided to give you a hand with your depth perception.
Ah.
He will circle enemies, helping you direct your ranged attacks, but he'll also let you know what things might merit a closer look.
Okay, you get a nice, awesome zoom in. With the L2 button. I think that would be more like for the ranged weapons, if you're having trouble aiming. But we'll find a use. And that cup with the 21%, we'll get into that eventually. And here's a earth rune that we have to get through to get in order to get through the earth door. So earth with earth, chaos with chaos, and etc, etc. So we're just dealing with normal zombies at the moment, and there's an interesting weird fountain, but we'll take a look. So for this door we need the chaos rune to get through this door. So what's this thing?
Don't let zombies get you down. Tend those wounds by stepping into this fountain of rejuvenation.
Yeah, throughout the levels you will see this green health fountain, and it's kind of awesome that they have like rune stones around it to give it a more pagan and magic feeling. Okay, at least they added the sound effect for recharging your health bar. That's awesome. There's the earth door. And I hate that... Oh, when a ranged weapon is equipped, press change to target mode. But this level's just filled to the brim with zombies, and they're not going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. I see a chest there.
Sometimes it may be useful to view the world from a different point of view. Be sure to take a moment from time to time to enjoy the beauty of our beloved Gallomere. Keep your eye peeled for anything interesting.
Press and hold the L2 to enter Dan Cam. And this is just showing you all the cool stuff you can see all around throughout the level. That's a little awesome, and probably helps out with the lock-on feature. And here's the chaos rune that we need. And don't be abusing this the fountains whenever you see. Don't. They do have a set amount, and then over time it'll get dimmer and dimmer, and then no more health fountain for you. Keep that in mind. So, oh god! That's a lot of zombies. Good use of the circle button charge attack to deal with multiple zombies. These guys are kind of pushovers. And this is only the beginning of the game, so you're not going to be in much trouble dealing. But, God, that zombie was freaking out. Okay, it's inverted. Okay. So the camera for this one is inverted. Gotta remember that. Okay, what does this book say?
Remember, nothing remains hidden under the gaze of an angel.
Okay, thanks for the hint. And she's telling you that because if you hit this with your sword, the angel statue will turn, and the angel will, whenever the angel points, whenever there's a gate, you can get to that path becomes open to you. That way does not lead you to anything, but either way it'll take you to this way, and the way the angel was pointing at before will still take you to the same way. And there's a life bottle right over there. So make sure to pick up this life bottle. So that's our second life bottle, and they're giving us a lot of coin. And there's going to be a lot more expensive items, ammo for us to get, so they're going to have to jack up the price. So I wonder, 96, we just need, I think one more zombie to get that, so I'm just going to have the angel point it there for a sec. Watch this weird particular lock door, and it's all locked up. So what does the book has to say about this?
The living world lies beyond these skull gates. The master of the hilltop mausoleum, the stained glass demon, has possession of the skull key.
So the stained glass demon is in the hilltop mausoleum. Hopefully we don't have to go there and face that particular demon. More zombies. A chalice can now be collected. So in each level there's always going to be one chalice for you to collect. And you have to kill a lot of enemies to charge up that magic cup. And once you fill the cup all the way to 100%, you know you can go... You can quickly go back to where where you saw the chalice, and there's a secret here to get a lot of good money. And jump over the fence, from what I did from the original. Okay, the chalice. So this book will hopefully tell us what a chalice is.
The object here is the chalice. Every time you dispatch an enemy with a sword, the chalice fills a little more. Fill the chalice and then collect it, and you will be worthy of visiting the sacred Hall of Heroes to claim a new weapon. There is a chalice to be found in every region of Gallowmere. They are all hidden or well guarded. Only a true hero will collect the full set.
Not all enemies have souls. Killing most the ones that do will fill the chalice, allowing you to collect it. So when you reach 100%, you'll be able to grab the chalice while you're still filling up the chalice with the souls of the dead or whatever. It has become intangible and you can't get it until when you kill enough enemies to grab it. So, when you grab the chalice, the Hall of Heroes await. Kind of weird having the camera this way. Would have been much better if it was still, like, good. I hope the company who's doing this will fix that before the launch date. And I know it's gone golden. And that's my phone. I'll take care of whatever it is. It's probably just notification for something. Not really interested. And over here is a merchant's merchant gargoyle. And they'll supply you with throwing daggers for now for 40 gold pieces. Your inventory is full, and okay, that's a neat animation for the merchant gargoyles to just having them eat the gold. Okay, that's a very nice touch with the merchant gargoyles just eating the gold. That's a nice touch. So we got 2 health bubbles. Okay, these zombies are just jokes. But in later levels, they're going to be much harder enemies to deal with. And here's another fountain. At least they kept the sound effect for filling up the health. But they didn't do the sound effect for whenever you kill an enemy, they do a particular sound effect, which is kind of a little sad that they couldn't do that. They go, I can't pull up the sound effect, but just letting you know, yeah, there used to be a nice sound effect for the PS1. Maybe I'll get used to the new sound effect. Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh wait, no. Okay, open chest. And we get a copper shield. And the copper shield will probably regen. Okay, what's this book has to say?
Feel free to have a paddle in the shallow water, but don't be tempted to go for a swim. Buoyancy can be a problem for those of a dead disposition.
Oh, ha ha ha. Very funny. Alright, let's top up our health because we're pretty much at the end of the level at this point. That sound effect never changes. There we go. Oh yeah, it's starting to look a little down. Losing a lot of its glow. Yeah, it does look like it's keeping its same animation. Just like the book said, you're fine in shallow water, but deep water, you're kind of screwed. So basically, okay, I have to be technically for my viewer audience. It's just like the devil fruits from One Piece. That you can't swim in large bodies of water, and you would drown. Yeah, that sucked. And yeah, I do know what it is, and what One Piece is, and I do read the chapters, but I'm not sure if I should do One Piece chapters. I know we're having a bit of a break in between acts of the current arc right now, and there's an information gargoyle up ahead, and what is that big place up ahead?
Tread softly. Zarek awaits beyond these gates. The master meets with the demon from the mausoleum, hatching plots of purest evil. Forgotten nobodies would be wise to make themselves scarce.
Okay, this is the end of the level, so before we do, let's listen to the Book of Galamir. And let's start with, and let the narration do all the work for all of it. So, first off, we have Sir Daniel Fortescue.
Our bone-headed protagonist, born again into this age of wonders. In life, he was just the worst. A coward, a cheat, a philatelist, or was it a philanderer? I don't recall. But either way, he seems to have woken up different. Perhaps he can redeem himself. Zarok should be more careful where he aims his dark magic.
Morden the Earthworm, and he only showed up in MediEvil 1.
Morton was so happy when Dan died. Surely he initially had a lot of housework to do, but now he's got the place to himself and just how he likes it. Of course, Dan coming back to life was a bit of a shock, but Morton will do anything he can to keep his home buddy safe and get him back to the earthy darkness as quickly as possible.
So, information gargoyle.
Can you imagine how boring it would be to be a sentient being, wise even, and be stuck permanently to a brick wall? No wonder these guys are grumpy. They pass time by eavesdropping, gossiping, and bad-mouthing any bizarre-looking adventurers that might pass by.
Okay, what about the merchant gargoyles?
Even in medieval times, there were vending machines designed to part a foolish hero from his gold. Clever customers may qualify for a discount. Just don't ask the merchant how he acquires his wares.
You know what? I'm not gonna say anything else. So, zombie. And ugh.
These guys were fashionably undead before it was fashionable to be undead. Your brain may have long since rotted, but that won't stop them from eating it. Just a few chops should do them in. Be careful not to miss. Oh, that would be embarrassing.
And right now we only have the zombies. There's a lot more enemies in the future. And we have bosses. And we only have Zarek for right now. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got roughly 10 or 11 bosses in this game. And there are some very well-known bosses in this game. But let's hear what Zarek has to say.
It is said that Zarok's preoccupation with necromancy stems from an obsession to resurrect his childhood puppy. Let's just reflect for a moment. Isn't that just tragic? All this poor troubled soul has ever wanted is to command the forces of darkness, enslave mankind, and play ball one last time with dear old Mr. Snuffy.
Okay, that was pretty funny. But I do like the narration in the resurrection version, where the narrator was narrated by Death, and Death was also in MediEvil Regeneration as... Oh god, I can't remember his name, but he was mostly famous for being the 4th Doctor in Doctor Who. And I think he's still alive. Being old for... Well, he did... The 4th Doctor did come back for the 50th anniversary, which I saw in the movie theater, thank you very much. So, pros on that. So, we're done with the demo. MediEvil, thank you for playing. Pre-order or exit? And I'm just going to exit and just let the intro play. So the intro will automatically play, so I'll just let the intro play. And yeah, I can't wait for MediEvil. Oh, here we go.
There lived in the kingdom of Gallowmere a sorcerer named Zarok. This arrogant, pitiless man hated his fellow citizens for their simple and peaceful ways. So he raised an army of demons and set out to take the realm for his own. The king's champion, Sir Daniel Fortescue, led the militia in the battle against this unholy horde. Songs are still sung of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how demons fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he destroyed the sorcerer utterly. Fortescue went down in history that day as the hero of Gallowmere, and a time of peace began, which was to last for 100 years. And then the sorcerer returned.
So yeah, that's the story. So yeah, after... Yeah, so that's all the legis that you need to know what's going on. And this is the first cutscene of the game. That you're going to see when the game fully comes out. In, I think, October 26th or 24th. But I have another game on the way to enjoy our usual Halloween tradition of playing horror games in Halloween. So yeah, we got a good Halloween treat for the 31st or whenever this game comes out. And we have Zarok planning his scheme. And I will have to say, so far, from only what we had of the demo, I don't like the new Zarok's voice actor. But I know the original sounded more feminine, because it sounded kind of like a woman when it's actually a man. But I hope that the new voice actor will win me over, because I'm just stuck in my nostalgia ways. And I do have some hopes that this game will live up to the original. And I hope it stands up to the original, and they still keep bits of the original to itself. And hopefully they make one level in particular in this version a little better. There's one level I'm a little worried about that I never played the original. I only played the regenerated version. And I know the embodiment of death is in the original as well, only for one level. But I do hope that they get the fourth Doctor back to reprise his role, because I would love to see the fourth Doctor playing death again for this one, because it would be just so goddamn funny. And please, oh please, can you keep a lot of the humor in this game still funny? And the final boss, I know there's that one scene in the final boss. Keep that goddamn scene, not change it. Just keep it to the original script. And that was the intro, so they only cut it up to when Zarok's magic awakes Sir Daniel, so yeah. And I know this is only a demo, so yeah, that was MediEvil, the demo. And so far, I'm liking it. So far, you can switch between two different weapons, a mechanic that was used in MediEvil 2. And I do hope that this remaster actually sells well to get a remaster of MediEvil 2 and bring back the MediEvil franchise. I know that was planned for a third game, and that got canned because of maybe bad business for MediEvil 2 didn't sell so well. And I hope one day MediEvil 2 will get a remaster as well, so I'll hopefully see you all on October, at the end of October, and we will start playing for real MediEvil. And I will try to go through 100% of the game. Oh, there's also one more thing I want to see. I want to see that there's this one part in the game that I know I'm spoiling a little bit, that there's a goddamn dragon in it. And in the original PS1 version, they had the dragon sound exactly like Sean Connery from Dragonheart, and I laughed my ass off when that happened. And it was sad not to see the Sean Connery bit in the MediEvil regeneration when you fight the dragon in that one for the PSP. And I hope to God that PS4, I don't care if they have to hire a Sean Connery impersonator, or they actually somehow get Sean Connery to do the lines. But that's thinking way too much on the getting actual Sean Connery to do it. I don't know if he's alive or dead at this point. nobody has heard of him since, and either they get like someone imitating Sean Connery to a T. I'd be super happy with that. With bringing back the dragon, and he sounds goddamn like Sean Connery. I will laugh my ass off if they do a very good impersonation of him. So yeah, until then, I'll see you at the end of October, and we will play MediEvil. And in the meantime, there is one more game that's coming out at the beginning of October, and that'll be a good game for us to play through until MediEvil comes out. So I hope to see you there at the beginning of October. And this is Josh24214 saying, see you then. This is Josh saying, have a good night, and I can't wait for this game to come out. Bye for now.